Russian President Vladimir Putin says, never fear, there is no apocalyptic end to the crisis in Ukraine.
I believe such an apocalyptic scenario is unlikely and hope that it will never get to that point.
That statement may seem odd to many people since an apocalyptic war between Russia and Ukraine never really seemed to be on the table. But those comments aside, Putin is in Paris today, meeting with leaders from France and Germany, trying to work out a deal that could finally bring an end to months-long fighting in Ukraine. CNN senior international correspondent Frederick Pleiken is in Moscow following that story. Hi, Fred.
Hi, Carol. And that meeting in Paris adjourned, I'd say, about an hour ago. There was a statement by the French foreign minister where all sides said that what needs to happen now is that all sides need to stick to the ceasefire agreement that, of course, is in place, but has been very difficult so far, to say the least. One of the things that the rebels in eastern Ukraine are saying, Carol, is that they have started pulling heavy weapons away from the front line. The Ukrainians, for their part, are not doing that at all. Meanwhile, the economic situation here in Russia remains a very difficult one. There's some new economic numbers that have been coming out showing that unemployment is doing very badly here in Russia. The economy itself is doing very badly as well. However, Vladimir Putin's approval ratings have been getting better, seemingly, with every time there are new sanctions imposed against Russia. One of the interesting things is that my colleague Erin McLaughlin did a couple of days ago. She went out to the outskirts of Moscow and asked people there how they feel the U.S. is treating Vladimir Putin. Let's listen in.
The Americans should shut up, she says. They shouldn't interfere in our life. We keep helping and helping. Putin is a good one. He's probably tired, poor thing. My attitude to America is bad, she says. The way I watch the news, I realize that Americans want to get a hold of half of Russia.
So there you have it, some of the opinions there on the outskirts of Moscow. And just one more thing, Carol, the next approval ratings for Vladimir Putin are set to come out on Thursday, and it certainly looks as though he'll probably be better than he was the month before, as, of course, the crisis in eastern Ukraine drags on, Carol.
Interesting. Frederick Pleiken reporting live from Moscow.